Guys, welcome back to another video number 34. Let's just jump right into it. I'll check if my sound's on. I bloody hope it's on. Yeah, it's on. So I ended up taking 6 trades this week. The account is almost gone, unfortunately, but someone's been brought into my awareness. It's kind of been a silent assassin in my trading, which has been my risk management, because if we take a look at my Notion, I've basically been sizing up, not like because I'm gambling, just because I see an A+ setup, but when it fails, I'm getting like pulled back so much. So I really now need to focus on just having consistent risk every trade, even if it's A+, it's the same. So if this ever wants to load, I will show you that. But definitely had a few setbacks this week, but it sharpened me, you know. It's what I needed to keep moving forward. Yeah, so having a bit of a rough patch at the moment, to be fair, but guess that's just unavoidable. So it was getting me down a bit. I tell you what, I'm gonna move to my desk. Move over to my desk. Yeah, so it was kind of getting me down a bit, but I'm alright now. I know it's all just preparing me for the money. It will be here soon. It will be. Trust me, guys. This is just preparation. That's what all these things are now. Now that I'm identifying with the version of myself that is profitable, because I am consistent and I am profitable now, I'm being prepared. And that's what all these things, I mean, these light bulb moments, that's what's all coming into my consciousness. But yeah, as you can see, look, like, and it's a lot of it is accidental, to be honest. But look, minus 1200, I should have been minus 1000. This should have been minus 750. You know, this should have been minus 500. Minus 500. Look, yeah, it's all out of whack. You can kind of see it's all very inconsistent. In the periods where, look, I have made money and kept it, look, 500, 500, alright, 300, but it's all, well, to be fair, that's not a great reflection, but more consistent, and now I just have to keep it that way. But obviously, because I've in drawdown and I'm almost nearly blown the account, I need to trade a much smaller risk until I get back to a good point in the account where I can then do 750 again. But let's just jump right into it. Friday. Okay, Friday. I need to go on trade see because I don't have a 30-second time frame. Yeah, as you can see, account's not in the best position, but it's alright. I'm gonna trade my way out of it. But let's have a look at that 30-second. Yeah, so yeah, basically at the open we kind of closed through. I had a range condition, which was a 50-minute gap over here. Obviously we had previous day low here, and we had these lows, but we closed with that 50-minute gap, closed above a 5-minute, and then had this nice displacement through this 30-second gap. 930 wick right there. I liked it. Really strong displacement. We closed a bit too close, so I waited, and so we dropped about down here. Ended up taking that. Yeah, kind of TP just beyond, and obviously allowed for a bit of a resweep. Anyway, it stopped out, unfortunately. We did have these low resistance lows here and the previous day low, but I really like the close on the 5-minute and the 15-minute inversion. Now we can jump back over to trading view now. If we go to the Thursday, I actually took a break even Thursday. It was fairly unfortunate because price just came down, tapped like literally just tapped my break even and then ran higher. But well, it looks all weird on here, to be honest. There was a gap here, but we kind of dropped down, had the all-time high here, was targeting this. We opened a 50-minute gap here, but because we dropped into a discount and the draw was always handed displacement, I didn't wait for us to trade into it, which we didn't. I just opened my stop to account for a resweep. But yeah, obviously, and then I moved my stop up, and to cover the spread, or like the commission, whatever, I kind of moved just above, so I made like $1. But yeah, as you can see right there, it tapped me out and then ran. Unfortunate, but you know, it just happens, innit? I'm just happy with the trade. Go to Wednesday. Wednesday I did actually win. Yeah, Wednesday was a weird day. Wednesday. Alright, yeah, of course. Sorry guys, sorry. So, oh fuck. Yeah, so Wednesday, well, initially I wanted to see it move higher because we had an hourly gap up here and a 15-minute gap, and we had a massive SMT down here, and we formed a massive discount wick. But yeah, because we formed that massive discount wick on the 9 AM candle, and I kind of forgot about it. I forgot it was there. And obviously initially I wanted to see us move higher, but we were chopping around in here, this 3-minute gap, it wasn't holding, and we ended up displacing through it. And on that 3-minute close, I took that to the Asia low. But as soon as I went on the hourly and I saw the massive wick, I was like, oh no. And I ended up taking that one off, and then somehow managed to put one on at the same time I took it off. So I took that one off, and then at this point, guys, there's no excuse for breaking my rules, and there isn't. And I'm not making a habit of that. I know that. And it's not like I was revenge trading, because I wasn't emotional, but at this point the account was just pretty much blown. So I took what I initially wanted to see, which was the close to this gap. So I took the close to that gap, had my stop, can't remember down there or there, and then obviously I was targeting that hourly gap up there, which did end up hitting, which was nice. That took me out about $100 a day. But yeah, moving on to Tuesday. I'll tell you, Tuesday was another time I had to go on the 30-second time frame, because there was a setup I missed. I wanted to take it, but it's not in my rules to go on the 30-second time frame. But since that day, because a lot of my losses were coming from that time frame, I was like, right, let's just eliminate it. But there is a time and place for it. I see that now, so I will be utilising it, you know, when it's appropriate. Obviously you gotta wait. It's way better to wait for the 1 minute. That's what I want to be doing. That's where my focus is at. But there are setups on the 30-second time frame, and I don't want to miss out on those. But I didn't take it and then change my rules. I left it and then changed my rules. So, but yeah, just bear with me here. Pretty sure it was on Tuesday, or it might have been Monday. Yeah, here it was. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I can't remember what I was targeting, but we ended up closing through something, having a retracement into a 30-second gap after closing through something on the minute, and then I really wanted to take this, which would have hit, but obviously I left that on the table because that's my rules. And then what I really ended up taking was I ended up taking this. We had a 3-minute gap here. There was a 4-hour gap down here, I believe. But for the second time this week, being unaware of all the time frames kind of tripped me up again, because this was a really nice displacement rejection out of a 5-minute gap, out of a 3-minute gap, sorry. And I had no idea that we formed a 5-minute gap. Usually it doesn't happen to me, but this week it just happened to me twice. And so at this point I'm like, right, well, there's a 5-minute gap there. I need to open my stop up, and in doing that, I lost a lot more money than I wanted to. And so it just goes back to the inconsistent risk thing. And then Monday, Monday. Right, let's check this. So Monday I lost 900. So that was the trade on Monday. Yeah, here. Oh yeah. Oh no. This was that wasn't the Tuesday. Wasn't the 30-second one. It was the one on Monday. Sorry. But yeah, we had this 9:30 wick here. This might have been the one with the 5-minute gap open. Monday and Tuesday were similar trades. So. But yeah, I like this. I think there was something else beneath here as well, but yeah, ended up getting stopped down that one. Now I believe the 30-second thing was up here, because there was an inversion here I wanted to take. Yeah, it was this, because I didn't take this because the S&P was pumping so much. I wanted to wait for more confirmation for the second leg. That's why I really wanted to take this 30-second trade. Because if we go to Monday, we had that close on the minute and then a retrace into that 30-second gap. And then our 30-second candle confirmation, I believe, which I definitely, I really wanted to take it, but got to follow the rules, even though I ended up breaking them later in the week anyway. But right, sorry guys. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. So I had that close through on the minute. Run up in a 30-second gap. Really nice displacement. That's such a nice trade. There was a 5-minute gap here as well. That's what I wanted to see it to initially. Sold for a 1-to-1. Really nice trade. But yeah, that's everything I took this week, guys. Obviously down on the week, but you know, I really learned a lot, and the light has been shined onto something that has been really holding me back, I guess. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I'm just keep moving forward. You know, keep my head up, keep going strong, because I am doing well. I'm making a lot of improvements, and nothing's gonna stop me doing this. Nothing. Like, not one thing is gonna stop me doing this, because I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, 100%. This is what I want to do. This is my dream, and I'm living my dream because I am consistent and I'm profitable. And I think that's gonna be it from me with this one, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.